All right, good afternoon, everybody. It's Jay again. And somebody requested yesterday that I do a video on some of the plants that I have available here at the nursery because they saw the nursery video and they thought that I only had mangoes and apples. So I kind of wanted to go over some of the fruit trees that I have here available. Now, granted, this is going to be kind of a long video. I'm going to warn you guys. And it's probably going to be a two-part video if this video kind of cuts off in the middle. And this video is also going to really kind of test my memory, I guess, because I got to go through here. I got to try to identify all these plants for you very quickly. Also, just to let you guys know that this is just a small fraction of what I have. This is about 1/10 of my inventory. I've got another grow yard that I actually do a lot of my growing at, and then this is kind of like a showroom, like the show yard is over here. So even if I don't have it here, it doesn't mean I don't have it. And I also have things in different sizes and varieties that I may not have here. So just come on by and let me know kind of what you're looking for, and we'll kind of go over some of the trees. But we'll start up here with some of the mangoes because they are just looking phenomenal right now. Just beautiful green, full of leaves, just absolutely packed full of flowers. Like, I've never seen anything like this year. It's the biggest flowers they've ever produced. Just beautiful. I mean, some of these flowers are so big I can't even get them all in the frame. Like this one. This one's just enormous. Enormous bract. And they're just, every single one of these mango bracts are just in full bloom, just look absolutely beautiful. So we'll kind of start up here with these guys. Triple sec mango right here on the edge. This is one of my favorites. Long end, big long end. Big old trunk on this guy. Orange sherbet mango. This one looks really good. Oh, by the way, every tree comes with a free dog. Hi, guys. This is another triple sec. Like I said, it's one of my favorites. It's just packed full of flowers. And the fruit on this one is just amazing. Sopadilla, or Chico sapote. Nice big trees. This is a Super Julie. A Malika. I mean, just look at these blooms. And the green. These things just look amazing. This is a guava mango. Just nice big show trees. Venus. Kind of jumps into stone fruits. This is the plum parfaits. That is an awesome plum. If you guys have never tried this, it's called plum parfait. Look this one up. It's an awesome tree, and so is the one behind it. This is a plum. This is a golden nectar plum. If you guys have ever had this one, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And these guys just all look really good. Got a lot of growth already. I mean, a lot. That's a foot in a month, or maybe a foot and a half in a month. And I'll go over the growth rate here as I get to the back, some of the back trees. But man, these guys just look awesome out here rocking. There's a coggshall behind me. This is a dwarf mango. This would be a beautiful patio tree. Nice big planter. All right, now we'll kind of go down the rows here and I'll try to hit both sides. So pineapple pears. Kefir pears. I'm trying to keep the labeling on all these, and if I don't have a label like this, I've got my own labels I'm working on. I want you guys to let me know how that would work out. So kefir pears, they've all woke up. Asian pears, man, these ones are big. Big Asian pears, and these are just waking up. The Asian pears are just a little bit later than everybody else. Keefers. These are Tennessee, so these are a pretty cool pear. This is a cross between a Tennessee pear and an Asian pear. So I'm hoping that this one does really good here. Pear trees grow really fast here and make a nice shade tree and produce fruit on top of it. These are low chill Bartletts. Low chill Bartletts, jumps into king pears. So these are all Southern King pears. Go back the other side, over here, past the star fruit. These are all Monterey pears. And man, I'm telling you, they grow fast. So that is starting from here about a month ago when these woke up, and it's already grown that much, so almost 2 feet. So this stuff is fast growing if you know what you're doing with them. So these are all Monterey pears. Jump back to this other side. These are sugar pears. These are wake up a little bit later. Apples of all kinds. Plums. These are all beauty plums. Which is a really good plum for here, guys. I want people to grow more stone fruits. Alright, let's go back to the back. Jumps into some grapes. Okay, so grapes. These are Tomcords, which is a pretty cool grape. So this is a cross between a Thompson grape and a Concord grape. People, you need to grow more unique varieties down here, and you see that these are producing grapes. These already have fruit on them, so just beautiful. They've already woken up and grown quite a bit. And this one I just stuck a blackberry in here with it, and now the blackberry's grown. So a lot of these plants are going to be twofers, because I like to add another plant as like a base plant to the main plant, which kind of keeps, it's like a natural living growing mulch underneath the pots, and it also expands your planting area. Hemorrhoids don't like it as much here. You can see they're not quite as happy as the Tomcords. The Tomcords look really good. Of course, flame grapes, they do good. Vanessa grapes. Just beautiful, and they all look unique. All of the grapes, different grapes look unique. This is one of mine from one of my grapes in the back. This is one I call the cobra. It's like shaped like a cobra. This will wake up into a big grape tree, basically. All the Peruvian apples have woken up and starting to get new growth. Got a bunch of the normal straight and some of the spirals. Citrus, of course, Tangelo, lots of Tangelo. Crimson grape, like these are big. Like, look at this beast. I like these big old potted grape trees. I mean, look at this thing. That's got a trunk on it. It's a bunch of the spirals. These are the spiral Peruvians. Monstrosas. Peruvian apples. These are really pretty, have a really nice shape to them. Peruvian apples come in all different shapes and varieties and colors. All right, kumquats. These are all miwas. These are all large. I've had these for quite a while now. On the back row, these are all miwas, and they're just full of fruit. Just packed full of fruit, so you can try the fruit off the tree you're buying and see if you even like it. But I'll tell you, this is the best kumquat. This is the miwa. Big. It's producing some big fruits too. Very large kumquats. And the trees are big too. For a kumquat, these are over 6 foot. Nice and treed. Then we got apriums. These are cotton candy apriums, and man, these things look stunning. These have gotten some nice, beautiful growth to them already. And I'll show you back here. This is just insane. Like, these woke up a month ago. There's my cut right there. So the new growth starts right there. So it goes up, 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 up. That high already. So that is approximately almost 3 feet of growth on this one. So 3 feet of growth in a month. All right. There's 12 months in a year. You do the math. You're wondering how I get them so big so quickly. Like this tropic snow in the ground right here, right? It's way above my head already. You can get them this big in a year and full of fruit. Like, look how many fruits on this thing. It hides all its fruit underneath the branches. If you pick up all these branches, you can see that underneath them on the tropic snow, it hides all its fruit on the bottom. But look at this. Every branch is this way. I have to go through and thin this tree, otherwise it's going to fall apart because it's got so much fruit on it. Just loaded. So basically you can take a tree like this, especially one that I've grown a lot larger, plant it, and you'll have it this big and you'll have it full of fruit in a year. That's about as fast as I can speed these up for you guys. Citrus of all kinds. I like all the weird stuff. So like this is a Smith red orange. This is a cocktail hybrid pomelo. We got finger limes. Beautiful new growth fruit. Apricots. Big mature apricots. Fruit on them. Like these are, 6-7 feet tall. Here's the wall. Figs of all varieties. They just look really good. Mangoes. More figs. Mangoes, dragon fruit. These are all mature dragon fruit, so these will all fruit at this size. You need them to be a certain size. And this is kind of the signage that I was talking about. How I want to have everything kind of labeled. Labeled with like a nice picture and the description of the plant, and then a little bit of a description about the plant. So I want to put these tags, these waterproof tags on every plant so that you guys would know what is what when you're kind of going through the nursery. You can read the description and look at the fruit and probably try the fruit if it's got fruit on it. Let's go back over on this side. Cypress trees. These are absolutely beautiful. Nobody grows these here. I don't think a lot of people know about them or that they will grow here. But man, they have just the coolest shape. Beautiful foliage though. Like as you go down, they become flat. Like you can't see them. See? Because all these little leaves come straight off the sides. These produce the cypress knees. So these are just an awesome shade tree. White sapote, full of fruit. Look at this thing. Another white sapote full of fruit. Man, these things just load up even when they're tiny little trees. You have to take the fruit off of them. Apples, super productive. Different curry trees. Strawberry guavas. Loquats. New growth on these guys looks really good. Guavas of all varieties. The bananas are just starting to come back from the winter. These are all overwintered, so I don't protect these so that they can get some strength to them. Different varieties. These are the taller ones. Raja Pasang. We've got double Mahoys in here. Apple bananas. Raja Puris. San Marinos, or Zan Marinos. I think I might have a couple Mona Lisas left. But yeah, grow some different banana varieties. And just remember that they don't need a lot of water or a lot of sunlight. You can grow them as a house plant. Sugarcane of all varieties. I've got some really cool ones. I've got some black ones and some Jamaican stripes. These have a really pretty purple and green stripes. Black with the Buddha's belly bamboo. Bunch of these growing. Variegated guavas. Figs look just amazing. Green and lush these things are. These leaves are just huge. Citrus of all varieties. Kaffir limes. New growth looks really good. So you cook the leaves on these. Mandarins, that's a key now. Pomegranates. There's just a wall of pomegranates here. And these are all different varieties. You see like that one there, that's an Austin. A lot of Parfiancas. Okay, muscadines. So muscadines are pretty neat. These are now just waking up. So a lot of people grow grapes here, but they don't grow muscadines, which is basically the American grape. So what I do is I've got these kind of potted, and I've built these little rail systems for them, and then tag them all. I mean, look at these. These look so good. Supreme Muscadine. They're basically a gigantic grape. Darlene. So I've got probably, I think, 50 varieties of muscadines. Creek. Self-pollinating versions. It's a Terra. Noble, Late Fry, and there's just a bunch. You have to come look through all of them. Hall. Citrus. This is a tropic snow peach, just full of fruit. Even in the pot, little tree just gets soaked full of fruit. He just hides it well. See if we can get a shot from underneath. Florida Prince, peaches, of course, they're always super productive. Get underneath this one. I can barely even squeeze through here now. Figs, these panache figs are just beautiful. Variegated. Just rocking it out here in the full sun. Pomegranates are blooming. Now's the time for everything, because see, it's just so lush and so green, and it's just now starting to bloom and fruit. A lot of things have fruit on them. Oh man, the figs look awesome this year. Just awesome, and already putting on figs. I mean, geez, look at this thing already. That giant fig. Wow. Get a better shot of that thing. It's pretty good. It just woke up. The Jujubes, they're all just starting to wake up. These pomegranates are huge. I mean, some of these things are like, I don't know, at least 11 feet. So they make a good tree and they make a good shade. You see, they make an awesome like shade wall right here. I love pomegranates for that, and they're so strong too. Same with the Jujubes. They're really strong too. And man, I can't even make it through here now, but this is figs. Just beautiful figs. Going all through here. I'm almost walking under stuff now, like out here. Like this stuff's almost formed a canopy above me, which is nice. Barbados cherries, huge ones. These are like showpieces. These are like, I don't know, that's at least 8 feet. Apricots, citrus, pecans. Like that's gonna be, I'm gonna get some fruit off this guy. That's a big pecan. Look at all the flowers on that thing. Good grief. Olives. Man, these big old figs are like weighing the branches down already. Olives. Mulberries. Shangri-La. This one's already got some fruit that's ripening. Pakistanis. These are all really fast growing shade trees. Or you can keep them a little bit smaller. Like I've kept these here. And then they just sit there and pump on the fruit. So you can even keep a mulberry in a pot. And it will be heavily fruitful. I'm telling you, it's fig year, because man, they all look really good this year. Variegated fig. Carob trees, which I wish more people would plant these. That's a nice female carob. Me and Jake Mace are kind of a big fan of these carobs, but not too many people plant these anymore. It seems like it was maybe like an 80s tree. Man, these figs have cool really cool leaves. Some of the shapes on these leaves are neat. Everyone's different. Every fig's a little bit different. And even a fig will put on different leaves, even on itself. It'll put on different shaped leaves. So will a mulberry. Get back out of there. Beautiful mulberries. Like, look at all these. They're all shaped and pruned to a literal perfect shape. Look. Nice 360, every one of them. Perfect tree, look. Perfect shape. Perfect shape. I like specimen trees, guys. See, I threw some broccoli in down here on these trees. So I guess if you get a mulberry, you get a broccoli with it, but it protects the pot, shades the pot, protects the tree. And it grows like a weed. And look how big these are. And I just put these in here. Yeah, the mulberries are all beautiful shapes. Beautiful shapes. Blackberries of all kinds. More figs. More muscadines. These have woken up a little bit more. So you can see more what these look like. They're beautiful. They're like a very fragile grape. And they'll grow in the full sun. They'll grow kind of in the shade. They don't really care, but they're cool. Those are old muscadines. More apriums. So these are flavored delights. And these are also just absolutely beautiful. Olives. This is the manzanillo. This is the only one that I bother with. It's really fast growing too. So these have already grown probably 2 feet. This stuff's going to be huge by fall. Is kind of the point. Jumps into the peaches, peach blocks. So these are all galaxy peaches. Just beautiful out here. Full sun, beautiful shapes, beautiful green, actively growing like a weed. Apricots. These are more gold-kissed apricots. Florida princes. Of course, my favorite. This tree is just a weed. Grows like a weed. Let's see. Back here we've got the sweet bagels. And they look really good. These things are going to grow fast. They've already got a ton of growth on them already. And then look, oops, missed a peach. Oh, we're going to take that off. Aw. Yep, you want them to grow, don't you? So that's the sweet bagel. Let me loop around. More citrus, just stunning out here. Green, it's amazing. Spicy nectar plums. This is a super cool tree because look how dark the foliage is. I mean, this stuff's like dark purple, like almost black out here amongst these other trees. This has the coolest colors. Peachy keen. These are all peachy keen. And we jump into May prides. these are going to be huge in the fall. Tropic snows. White peach, my favorite white peach. This is a really good one. And then these are early ambers. This is a wonderful peach. This is one that I don't see very often. So I've got a bunch of these now. Early amber. That is a good peach. Big old grape trees. See, I like these grape trees. Big old pots with a big old stationary grape in it. This one's just woke up. Nectarines. See, look at that spicy nectar-plum. That thing is cool. Man, that thing is cool, and it grows fast too. It's got a lot of new growth on these. Tropic snow. This one's a little older, so you leave the fruit. Nectarines, apples. Apples have just kind of woken up and got going, but man, they look good. And they all look different too. Every apple tree looks different. This is a pettingill. And man, this has some really dark, like glossy foliage. I don't know if you guys can see that in the video, but it's like super shiny, like vibrant red growth on the branches, which they usually don't do that. Usually don't grow red. Wow, look at that. Beautiful dark growth. Almonds. This is a matching pair. This is a all-in-one and a garden prince. These two guys kind of go together. Apples. The apples look great this year too. The apples and the figs. I mean, look at that growth out here in the full sun. Granted, it's not that hot yet, but it's getting pretty warm. Apples. Look at the beautiful color in these already. Can't wait to eat these. Pink pearls. Pink pearl apple. I missed a bunch of apples on this one. So you see this one's a really good one for here. Pink pearl, the one in the back, the Einsheimer. You see that they look different. It's kind of like a gray leaf and a green leaf.